So let's be real for a second. We've all seen those posters, right? Back in elementary school. Those perfectly lined up planets, all spaced out like a neat little family portrait. We're taught that the solar system is this stable, quiet neighborhood. And we're told that Earth is in this perfect Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. But here's the thing. That poster, it's a total lie. I mean, okay, it's not a lie, but it's a massive oversimplification. Because the deeper we look with our new 2026 tech, like the probes we just sent out last year, the more we realize that our backyard is actually, well, it's a demolition zone. It's chaotic, it's violent, and honestly, it's kind of a miracle that we're even here to talk about it. Think about it. We think of space as this empty vacuum, right? Like just a whole lot of nothing between us and the moon. But it's actually packed with forces that would literally shred our planet if it weren't for some very specific, very lucky coincidences. In the next 20 minutes, I want to take you on a journey. We're going to leave the classroom version of space behind. We're going to talk about why the universe is trying to kick us out, why it's raining literal jewels on our neighbors, and the terrifying truth about why we might be the only ones left in the room. This isn't just a science lesson. This is the story of our survival in a place that, let's face it, really shouldn't want us here. Welcome to the Sci-Fi Blog.
Okay, so let's start with the big guy, Jupiter. If the solar system is a neighborhood, Jupiter is it's the massive bouncer at the door of a club. You don't necessarily want to mess with him, but you're really glad he's there. Most people know Jupiter is huge, like 1,300 Earths could fit inside it huge. But what most people don't realize is that Jupiter is the only reason life on Earth was able to start in the first place. See, space is full of trash. Leftover rocks, comets, asteroids, the kind of things that wiped out the dinosaurs. Because Jupiter is so massive, its gravity acts like a cosmic vacuum cleaner. It literally intercepts thousands of objects every year that were headed straight for us. Without Jupiter, Earth would be getting hit by extinction-level asteroids probably every few thousand years instead of every few million. We are alive because of a gas giant that's mostly made of, well, stuff that would kill us instantly. But if you go inside Jupiter, that's where it gets truly weird, like sci-fi movie weird. Under those orange clouds, the pressure is so intense that it does something impossible to hydrogen. You know hydrogen, right? The lightest gas in the universe? Well, Jupiter squeezes it so hard, it turns into a liquid metallic ocean. Imagine a sea of liquid metal that's thousands of miles deep. This sea creates a magnetic field so powerful, it's actually terrifying. If you flew a normal spaceship too close, the radiation would fry your electronics before you even hit the atmosphere. It's a beautiful, swirling masterpiece of a planet that is secretly a radioactive furnace. And yet, it's the only reason we're safe.
Now, let's talk about wealth. Because when we talk about rich planets, we usually think about mining Mars for iron or something, right? But the real treasury, it's much, much further out. Let's go to Neptune and Uranus, the ice giants. Now these places are cold, dangerously cold, but their atmospheres are thick with methane. And when lightning strikes that methane, which happens a lot by the way, it breaks the molecules apart and turns them into soot, just plain old carbon. But as that soot falls deeper and deeper into the planet, the pressure starts to climb. And I'm not talking about bottom of the ocean pressure. I'm talking about pressure so intense, it would crush a diamond. So what happens? That soot gets squeezed and squeezed until it crystallizes. On Neptune, it doesn't rain water, it rains diamonds. I want you to really picture that for a second. Millions of carats of diamonds, Some of them probably the size of a basketball, just drifting down through the clouds like shimmering snow. If you could somehow survive the 1,200-mile-per-hour winds, which, spoiler alert, you can't, you'd be standing in a literal field of gems. Some scientists think that deep down, at the very center of these planets, there are solid diamond cores the size of Earth, the size of Earth. It's like the universe is taunting us, you know? It's showing us all this wealth just to remind us that, well, we're still stuck on our little rock. It's beautiful, it's rich, and it's completely, utterly lethal. Now, this is where it gets real. For years, we looked at Mars for life, right? We sent rovers, we took pictures of red dust. But Mars is, well, it's a desert. If you want to find life, you don't follow the dust. You follow the water. Meet Enceladus. It's this tiny, tiny moon of Saturn, completely covered in a shell of white ice. From the outside, it looks dead, like a frozen cue ball floating in the dark. But in 2005, the Cassini probe saw something impossible. Massive geysers of water, ice, and vapor shooting out of the south pole of the moon. They were spraying hundreds of miles into space. Do you get what that means? It means there is a warm, salty ocean hidden right under that ice. And just recently, we found phosphorus in those plumes. Now, I know that sounds like a boring chemistry fact, but phosphorus is, it's one of the 6 essential bricks for life as we know it. There is a very, very high chance that right now, as you're listening to my voice, something is swimming in that dark alien ocean. It might just be bacteria, or it might be something bigger, something stranger. The point is, we aren't alone because the universe is empty. We might just be not alone because we haven't looked under the right piece of ice yet. It's not a hellscape like Venus. It's a cradle, a hidden frozen cradle, just waiting for us to knock on the door. We think of Saturn's rings as, well, permanent, right? Like they've always been there and always will be. But the truth is, they're actually a tragedy in progress. You see, those rings aren't just stuff. They're the shattered remains of a moon that wandered just a little bit too close and got shredded by Saturn's gravity. And here's the heartbreaking part. Saturn is literally eating its own rings. They're raining down into the planet's atmosphere at an unbelievable rate. Think of a swimming pool's worth of water falling every half hour. In cosmic terms, the rings are just a temporary, accessory. Dinosaurs probably didn't see rings on Saturn. They weren't there yet. And 100 million years from now, humans won't see them either. We are living in this tiny, tiny window of time where we get to see the solar system's most beautiful crown before it's gone forever. It's a reminder that even the giants have things that they lose. After looking at liquid metal oceans and diamond rain and ice volcanoes, you kind of have to look back at Earth, don't you? We live on this tiny rock where the water stays liquid, where the air doesn't crush us and the sun doesn't fry us. The solar system is a wild, dangerous, and an incredibly rich place. But it also reminds us how rare this little blue marble really is. We are the only part of the solar system that can actually stand back and wonder at it. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do me a favor, hit that like button. Seriously, it really helps the channel get past these algorithm crockdowns. And tell me in the comments, if you could spend just one day on any planet or moon, which one would it be? I'll be down there replying to as many as I can. I'm the Sci-Fi Blog, and thanks for watching The Dark with me.